Hello, welcome to Higher Ground Gaming. This is Eric. Tonight we're going to play another game from the Larry Bird Career Replay. This is going to be game number 19 for the Boston Celtics. They'll be facing the Atlanta Hawks, whom they lost to in the first game of our replay by 29 points. Quite a bit of a defeat there. They actually did win that game in the actual season, 1979-80 season. So today we're going to try to get revenge upon that. We did win this game in actuality. I'm not sure the exact score. Actually, I just pulled it up. It was 106 to 101. And the Celtics are currently 11-7 on the season. They were 15-4 in actuality, so we're 4 games behind their, actually 14-4, sorry, coming into this game. So only 3 games behind their pace. So we'll see if we can get another win today. So the starting lineup for the visiting Boston Celtics is going to be Dave Cowens, the center, be followed by Cedric Maxwell, the power forward. Larry Bird is at small forward. Chris Ford is the shooting guard, and Nate Tarney Archibald is the point guard. For the Atlanta Hawks, the starting lineup is the center Tree Rollins, followed by Dan Roundfield, power forward. John Drew is the small forward. Eddie Johnson is the shooting guard, and Armand Hill is the point guard. I just wanted to kind of give a little disclaimer before I get into this game. As you guys all know, baseball is my number one sport. I do enjoy playing the other sports, but nowhere near I don't want to say I'm an expert at baseball, but I'm much better at baseball commentating and playing the actual games than than I am at like any of the sports. Than hockey, basketball, and football. Probably with basketball and hockey probably being the ones I'm least familiar with, and possibly football maybe the most out of the other 3 sports. Now that being said, I will make some mistakes. Maybe on some fouls or some shots here and there, or how I should score something here, especially with inside sports games, which require a lot of input from the user. They're not like, it doesn't automatically have an AI that does stuff for you, kind of stuff. And it will allow you to make mistakes. It's very kind of, I don't want to say unforgiving, but it will allow you to input incorrect stuff on occasion. And with the amount of play calling that's required for these games, you're going to make a few mistakes here and there. So that being said, I just wanted to say that because I know there are some that that watch this that like to, I don't want to say expect perfection, but are maybe more into the sports, the other games than I am. And I'm just doing this for fun, pretty much, and for enjoyment. And I hope that those that watch this will get some that same enjoyment out of it. But anyway, so we're going to get this game underway here. We're going to have the jump ball at center. And it is going to be the Atlanta Hawks. Tree Rollins will get the rebound. He has a higher rebound rating than Maxwell, so he'll come down with the ball. And Tree Rollins has it, and he will be immediately fouled on the play. So the foul is going to go against, let's see, point guard 52, or the defensive high, or the defender high. So immediately I get hit with one of those kind of plays. So the point guard does not hit it. So the defender high is going to be Dave Cowens. So whichever is the high one, and defender is going to be the high between the two. So he will commit the foul. So Cowens with a foul. Tree Rollins will go to the line and shoot 2, as he's in the act of shooting. And that is going to be a miss on the first shot. He's a 71% free throw shooter. Second free throw is good, so he makes 1 of 2. So the Celtics will inbound it down to nothing. And immediately, Eddie Johnson is going to be fouled on the play. I mean, he's going to commit a foul on the play against Chris Ford. And first foul on Johnson. So the Celtics will inbound it, non-shooting foul. And it's going to be Larry Bird with his first possession and his first shot. And it is going to be just good, in and out, but falls back down. And Bird gets his first basket. So 2-1 Celtics. Actually, it was 1-0 Atlanta before, so 2-1 Celtics. No assists on the play. So Atlanta will inbound it. And it's going to go to Eddie Johnson. Eddie Johnson will put up a 2. And his shot will be good. So Atlanta retakes the lead 3-2. No assists on the play. It's going to go over to Tony Archibald. Archibald will put up a 3. Wow, put up a rare 3 here. A 3 ball. And his shot will be off the mark. However, now he did shoot it. He's going for a 3 here. And this is one of the instances where foul draw 12, it's foul draws 19, and he was shooting a 3-pointer, so it will be a miss and the foul. So he'll go to the line and shoot 3. So the first, he's a 83% free throw shooter. So the first, actually let's resolve the foul first. So it's going to be 48. So it's going to be against John Drew. All right, so now we'll go to the line and shoot 3. 83% free throw shooter. First shot is good. Second one's also good. And third one is a miss. So he hits 2 out of 3. And Maxwell does not get to it. Instead, it's going to be Tree Rollins comes down with the board. So Celtics take a 4-3 lead as Archibald hits 2 out of 3. And it's going to go over to the point guard. No, point guard is not going to be open. Neither is Rollins. So it's going to go over to Eddie Johnson. He gets open. And he will put up a 2. And that shot will be good.
Ah, dandy.
No assist on the play. So Atlanta takes the lead, back the lead, 5-4. Cowens cannot get open. And neither can Archibald. It's going to be a forced shot by Maxwell. And he'll put up a desperation 2 at the buzzer. It's a 24-second, actually a 24-second shot clock. At the end of that. Let's see what we got here. So there's going to be a miss. So his shot goes off the mark. And Dan Roundfield comes down with the rebound. Fast break pass to Eddie Johnson. And he's going to get fouled on the play. And it's going to go against Dave Cowens. His second, picks up his quick second. So we'll be right back. He will take a seat on the bench. So Rick Roby will come in for Cowens. Eddie Johnson goes to the line. He's an 83% free throw shooter. First one's good. Second shot is also good. Miss Maggs has just joined us in the room. Mr. Brody is in the room also. Not on camera, but present. No, you can't be the host, Maggs. Alrighty, so let's see here. So Boston will inbound it, now down by 3. And it's going to go over to Mr. Larry Bird. And Bird's going to shoot a 2. And that's going to be a forced miss by Drew. And Roundfield comes down with the board. No fast break. It's going to go over to Drew. Drew will shoot a 2. And great defense by Mr. Larry Bird forces the miss. Rick Roby, just into the game, comes down with the board. And he will pass it to Roby. He'll come back around and get to Roby again. And he'll put up a shot. And he nails his first shot of the game. Archibald with the assist. And the Celtics dash down by 1, 7-6. Atlanta with it. Trying to get somebody open. Nobody open yet. Pass it around. Finally Johnson gets open. And great defense by Ford. Forced the miss. Roby down with the board. Atlanta gets back quickly. Over to Roby. Roby puts up a 2, and great defense by Rollins forces that miss. Bird comes down with the offensive board, puts it back up.
There's a runner on the wing.
And because of the momentum, that will be a good shot. So Bird now with 4 points in the game. Celtics take an 8-7 lead. Indiana will inbound it, pushes it up. Gets it over to Johnson. Johnson puts up a 2. And that will be off the mark. As Bird comes down with the board. And he'll pass it over to Archibald. No, Archibald cannot get open. Neither can Ford. Finally he gets it over to Maxwell. But Maxwell will turn it over. And we'll be right back after these substitutions. Alright, and we're back in Atlanta with some substitutions. Charlie Chris comes in at point guard. And Steve Haas comes in at center. So Atlanta inbounds it after the Celtics turnover. They'll get it over to Haas. Haas puts it up. And his shot is off the mark. Maxwell comes down with the board for the Celtics. He will pass it over to Roby. Roby puts it up. And his shot will be good. The Celtics do have momentum. So Maxwell with the assist, his first. Roby now with 4 points. And a 3-point Celtics lead. Atlanta pushes it up. Tries to push it up. Oh, still can't get anybody open. And finally they're going to get it over to Roundfield. And Roundfield's going to put up a desperation shot to avoid the 24-second violation. And his shot will be good. So Roundfield gets a basket, his first of the game, and it's now a 10-9 Celtics lead. And they'll get it over to Maxwell. Maxwell puts it up, and that's going to be blocked by Roundfield. Roby will come down with the offensive board. And he'll pass it over to Bird. Bird will put it up. And great defense by Drew forces the miss. And Miss Maggs is very vocal. Demanding attention. She comes in the back of the chair. What do you want, Maggs? You like Larry Bird? You say no. Miss Maggs likes birds. For different reasons. Alright, so defensive center will get it. So it's going to be Steve Haas. He will pass it over to... Actually, nobody can get open. And finally, Cedric Maxwell is going to get the steal.
And pass stolen!
And he gets back quickly. Celtics set it up. Cedric Maxwell will get fouled on the play. And let's see. It's going to go against Charlie Chris. So Chris with his first personal. It's going to be a shooting foul. Third team foul for Atlanta. Maxwell, 79% free throw shooter, will go to the line. First one is good. And he'll make both of them easily. And the Celtics increase their lead to 3 now. As Atlanta inbounds it. Pushes it over up to Haas. Haas with a great pass over to Johnson, who puts it up and in. So Johnson at 8 points now. 8 out of Atlanta's 11 points. Celtics got to think about possibly double teaming Johnson. 12-11 Celtics lead as they inbound it. And that's going to be stolen by Drew. Fast break pass over to Chris. Atlanta looking to take the lead. And Chris will dish it off to Roundfield. Now has 4 points. And Atlanta takes the lead. 13-12. Chris with the assist. His first. Celtics inbound it. Almost halfway through the first period. Atlanta with a 1-point lead. We get it over to Bird. And Bird's going to give a great feed into Archibald. Puts it up and in. Archibald with 4 points now. Bird with his first assist. Celtics retake the lead, 14-13. Now at the halfway mark of the first quarter. Get it over to Haas. Haas puts it up. And that's going to be a miss. And Bird will come down with the board. Celtics set it up. And they'll get it over to... No, nobody can get open. Finally, they get it back to Bird. He gets open. Six. And he will put up shoot a 3. And that will be off the mark. But Maxwell comes down with the offensive board. And he'll pass it over to Roby, but Haas is going to get called for the foul. So 4th team foul. So from now on, Atlanta will be in the penalty. And it'll be right back after these substitutions. Alrighty. And Jack Givens comes in at small forward for the Atlanta. And ML Carr comes in at shooting guard for the Celtics. Celtics will inbound it, down up by 1. They'll get it over to Carr, just fresh in the game. And Roundfield's going to be called for his first personal. They're in the penalty now, so it'll be a shooting foul for Carr. Carr, a 74% free throw shooter, misses the first one. And he'll miss both of them. So Carr, a little rusty, just coming off the bench. As Givens comes down with the board. Misses both free throws. So Atlanta looking to take the lead. Trying to find somebody open. Cannot. Finally get it over to Chris, who'll put up a desperation shot.
Driving in!
And he will nail the shot. And it'll give Atlanta a 15-14 lead. So Celtics down 15-14 now. Some good defense by both teams so far. And it's going to be fouled by Roundfield, his second personal. So he will take a seat. And Maxwell will go to the line to shoot 2. All right, Tom McMillan checks into the game for Atlanta at center. Maxwell will go to the line and shoot 2. He's 2 for 2 so far. Missed the first one. And he'll make the second one, so 1 out of 2. Ties the game at 15. Atlanta inbounds it, and that's going to be stolen by Roby. And he's going to go up and take the shot.
The jumper on the baseline.
And he will miss. And it's going to be a loose ball foul. Check the defense first. So 29, so it's not going to be against them, so it's going to go against Carr. So loose ball foul on ML Carr for the Celtics, his first personal. 3rd team foul. Celtics still have 1 to give. Atlanta inbounds it. And they'll shoot a 2. Johnson will. And that's going to be blocked by Carr. As Roby comes down with the board. And he will pass it over to Archibald. He'll put it up. And he will miss it, but he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
Point guard 72. No, a defensive high. So we're going to call that on McMillan. That's just how I call him. You can call it house rules if you want to. Okay. So basket no good. Shoot 2 free throws. So Archibald will go to the line and shoot 2. He's 2 for 3. Makes the first one. And he'll make both of them. Now 4 for 5 from the line. Celtics take a 17-15 lead. 3:36 left until in the first quarter. And it's going to be the Celtics will, Atlanta gets it over to, no, Johnson cannot get open because of Carr's defense. And neither can McMillan. And finally Givens gets open. And he's going to give a great feed into Haas, who gets his first points of the game. Givens with the assist, his first. 17-17 now. Very tight game so far. Celtics inbounded over to Roby.
The post play.
Roby will take the shot. And his shot will be, oh, hold on here. Be a miss because of the momentum. I didn't even see that momentum. So that will be a miss. But he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
Momentum in favor of Atlanta causes the miss, but the foul still takes effect. So power forward, 42, 41, so it's not high enough, so defender, so it's going to be against McMillan. So he picks up his second foul, and he'll have to take a seat. All right, so Tree Rollins checks back in for the Hawks. Roby will go to the line to shoot 2, 68% free throw shooter. Makes the first one. And he'll misses the second one, so Celtics having some difficulty from the free throw line so far. As Tree Rollins comes down with the board. Celtics with a 18-17 lead. Get it over to Givens. Givens puts it up. And that shot will be in and out, but will come back down. So that will be good. And Atlanta takes a 19-18 lead. Celtics inbound it, and that's going to be stolen by Johnson. So Johnson very active in the game so far with 8 points and now gets a steal. Celtics get back quickly. Atlanta will set it up. And Haas will take the shot.
Straight to the glass.
And that will be a miss. Judkins, just in the game, comes down with the board. Oh, and Rick Roby, possible no injury, so it's 0, so it's less than the here, so Roby is going to be okay. Alright. So Celtics will take a timeout, though, to kill that momentum. Celtics inbound it, down by 1. And it's going to be stolen by Haas. Atlanta will set it up. I don't know why I keep calling him Indiana. Steve Haas put up a shot. And that shot will be good. So Haas now with 4 points. Chris with the assist. And Atlanta now with a 3-point lead, 21-18. Celtics try to get it in. Cannot get it in. Finally, it's going to go over to Judkins, but shot clock is winding down, so he's going to be forced to take a 3. And that will be off the mark. Johnson comes down with the assist. With the board. And he'll pass it over to Givens. Set up, and that will be a miss. Tree Rollins comes down with the board. Yes, Miss Mags. Miss Mags very vocal tonight about the game. Tree Rollins comes down with the board. And his shot will be good. 3 points now for Rollins. It's near the 1 minute mark of the first quarter, with Indiana up by 5 now. And Chris with the steal now. Oh, Celtics just do get back. Indiana was trying to push the fast break, but Celtics will get back. So Atlanta will set up. Of course, the more I mention it, the more I'm going to say the wrong name. Let's see here. Steve Haas now. Oh, yeah, he'll get the ball. And he'll give a great feed into Chris. Puts it up and in. 4 points now for Chris. Second assist for Haas. And Indiana now with a 7-point lead. Celtics will call a timeout. Try to kill that momentum. Alright, so Celtics inbound it. I hit the inbound instead of the record button, so Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Roby. Roby will put it up, and shot will be good. And he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
It's going to go against Tree Rollins, his first. So let's see. No assist. Quick foul, then assist. Okay, so 5 for Judkins, 6 for Carr. I got to remember that. I guess there is no assist because I don't see anything marked in here. Unless that's one of those things that it shows it, but then it disappears before you get a chance to see it. So I'm just going to say there's no assist. If there is, well, they should show it here. Alright, so it's going to be, let's see, Judkins 5, Carr 6. So let's shoot the free throw. That's going to be a miss. So he's got 2 chances to make 1, so he'll miss the first one. And that was the rule back then in 79. I think up through like 81 or 82. He had 2 to make 1 sometimes. So he does make the second one. So Indiana inbounds it. Atlanta with a 4-point lead. And Joel Henderson is going to be called for the foul. His first personal. Celtics still not in the penalty yet. They will be from now on. With just 24 seconds left. Make that 12. And they'll get it into... Oh, can't get into anybody. And Carr is going to be called for his second personal. So that will send Chris to the line to shoot 2. First one's good. And misses the second one. But Gibbons is going to come down the offensive board. Puts it back up. And that will be a miss. Bird comes down with the board. No fast break, so that was going to be the end of the quarter there. So Atlanta 26, Boston 21 at the end of the first quarter. In the actual game, Atlanta did have a 6-point, 32-26 lead. So they have a 5-point lead here. And we'll be right back with the start of the second quarter. Alrighty, here we are with back at the start of the second quarter. Atlanta up by 5. We'll inbound it. And they'll get it over to Chris. Chris will put up a shot.
Line drive jumper.
And great defense by Collins is back into the game. And he'll get the rebound. Celtics will set it up. Having trouble getting somebody open. Finally get it over to Collins, and he'll have to hurry up his shot. And he will nail it as Tree Rollins almost gets a piece of it, but not quite. So Collins gets his first basket of the game. Archibald with his second assist. 3-point Atlanta lead. And Drew is going to get it, and he is going to give a great feed into Hill. Puts it up and in. Credit Drew with the assist. Hill with his first basket of the game. Celtics push it up. And they'll get it over to Ford back in the game.
Line drive jumper.
And great defense by Chris forces the miss. McMillan with it. He'll pass it over to Drew. Drew with a great feed over to Hill. Up and in. 30-23, Atlanta lead now. Celtics get it over to Maxwell. And Hill is going to be called for the foul. First team foul. First foul on Hill. Celtics inbound it. And this will be a foul on Tree Rollins. Picks up his second. So 2 quick fouls for Atlanta. Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Tiny Archibald. And he will put it up. And that will be a miss, but he will draw the foul. And it's going to go against Drew. So he'll go to the line and shoot 2, 4 for 5. First one's good. Makes both of them easily. 8 points now for Archibald. Atlanta 30-25 with the ball. Great defense by both teams. Teams having trouble passing it around. No, power forward. And I'll get it over to Chris, and Chris will put up a desperation shot here.
Here's a runner on the wing.
And he will nail it.
Can you believe that?
Atlanta up to a 7-point lead and the momentum. Celtics get it over to Bird. Bird will give a great feed into Archibald, puts it up and in. Archibald now in double digits with 10 points. Bird with his second assist of the game. Indiana gets it into Rollins. Rollins will put up a shot.
Line drive jumper.
And great defense by Collins will force the miss.
What great defense.
Drew will come down with the offensive board, puts it back up. And that will be a miss. Bird will come down with the rebound, and it's going to be a technical foul on Casey Jones. So who's the best free throw shooter on the thing? It's going to be Armand Hill with 85%, so he will shoot a technical. And his shot will be good. Not sure what that was all about. Casey Jones obviously not happy with something going on the Celtics. On the refereeing there. I'm sorry, Bill Fitch, not Casey Jones. Bill Fitch was the coach in 1979-80. Alright, so let's see here. Power forward. So the Celtics will try to pass it in. Finally get it over to Ford. And Chris is going to get called for the foul. And we'll be right back after some substitutions. The Celtics will inbound it. Alright, Atlanta commits their fourth foul, so the Celtics will be in the bonus the rest of the quarter with still 9 minutes remaining until half. It's a good chance for the Celtics to catch up now. And it's going to go to, no, nobody open. Finally get it over to Carr just back in the game. Puts up a shot. And that will be good. No, actually it won't be good. They don't have the momentum, so it's going to be a miss. He will not draw the foul. But he will come down with his own board. Puts it back up. And that will be a miss. It's going to go out of bounds off the Atlanta, so it'll be Celtics ball. Over to Maxwell. Maxwell is going to get fouled by Roundfield. So Roundfield picks up his third personal, so Maxwell will go to the line to shoot two as Roundfield takes a seat. And Steve Haas checks back in the game for Roundfield. So Maxwell to the line, shoot two, 3 for 4 so far. He'll make the first one, and he'll make both of them. So Atlanta lead now just 4, 33-29. As they push it up. And they'll get it over to Drew, and Drew will turn it over. So it'll be Celtics ball. Celtics with a chance to pull within 2. Get it into anybody, and they cannot. Finally get it over to Maxwell, but he'll have to put up a desperation shot.
Driving in!
And that shot will not fall. Haas with the rebound. Celtics get back quickly. Atlanta will set it up. Again, looks like another possible fourth shot. Tom McMullen will put one up in desperation.
He goes straight to the glass.
And that will not fall. But he will come down with his own board. Put it back up. And this time he will make it.
Got it!
So McMillan with his first points of the game. McMillan, sorry. And Atlanta with a 6-point lead. We'll get it over to Carr. Carr will put it up. And his shot will be good. Carr with his first points of the game. Credit Bird with the assist, his third. 7 minutes left until halftime. Celtics down by 4. We'll get it over to Haas. And that is going to be a miss. Carr will come down with the board for the Celtics. Fast break pass over to Ford. Ford puts it up. And that will be good. No foul on the play. Chris Ford wanted a foul, even though he got the basket. He wanted to go for the 3-point play, but no dice there. But he does get the basket. His first basket of the game. So no assists on the play. So just a 2-point Atlanta lead now. Celtics have whittled it down. We'll give it over to Drew. Drew will put it up. And he will not get that one to fall. Bird will come down with the board though. He'll set it up. And he'll be fouled. Maxwell will be fouled on the play. And it's going to be defensive 45. No, it's going to be offensive flagrant on Maxwell. So Maxwell's called for the flagrant foul. His first personal. Celtics still without a team foul so far. Defensive foul. So Atlanta ball. Up by 2. And Haas will put up a 2.
The drive to the basket.
And that shot will be good. So we're now with a 4-point lead. 37-33. Almost at the halfway mark of the second quarter. ML Carr will get the ball. And he will get a great assist pass over to Cowens, who puts it up and in. Cowens at 4 points now. Carr with his first assist. Back to a 2-point game now. Atlanta pushes it up. Gets it over to Lee. Now in at point guard. Lee will put it up. And that will not fall. Bird comes down with the board. Fast break pass over to Ford. Ford will be fouled. And it's going to go against Drew, his third personal. So Drew will take a seat. And Ford will go to the line to shoot 2. All right, Givens checks into the game for the Hawks. And Judkins for the Celtics. Give me Maxwell a breather. So Ford will go to the line and shoot 2. 75% free throw shooter. Makes the first one. And he'll miss the second one. But he'll come down with his own board. And he will pass it over to Cowens. Cowens will put it up. And that will not fall. Haas will come down with the board. Celtics back quickly. Now just down by 1. Givens with it. Puts up a 2. And, so that is going to be, let's see, the momentum is -3. And the defense there, so I'm going to go with the defense causing that missed shot.
What great defense.
Yeah, as Johnson comes down with the board. Great assist pass over to Givens, puts it up and in. 3-point lead now for the Hawks. Celtics inbound it, get it over to Judkins. Judkins will put up a shot. That will not fall. Does come down with his own board though. And he will pass it over to Bird. Bird will put up a shot, and that will not fall. Johnson will come down with the board. And they will call a timeout. Try to kill some of that Celtics momentum. So Atlanta inbounds it. And they'll get it over to Hill. Oh, a great assist to Johnson, who puts it up. Johnson now with double digits, 10 points. Atlanta's put their lead back to 5 points now. Celtics ball. Judkins will shoot a 3. And that's way off the mark. It's a loose ball foul. That's going to go against Carr. So Carr picks up his third personal, so he will have a seat. Alright, Bird will also have a seat. Hawks inbound it. Get it over to Johnson. Johnson will put it up. And that will be a miss. And Judkins comes down with the board. Celtics will set it up. Cowens with the shot. That's a miss. McMillan with the rebound. Celtics back quickly. Atlanta will set it up. Try to set it up. Then get it over to Givens. And Roby's going to be called for the foul, just back in the game. Only the second team foul for the Celtics. Still have 2 to give. So Atlanta inbounds it. And they'll get it over to Hill. He'll put it up. And great defense by Cowens forces the miss. And he comes down with the board. Celtics will set it up. Try to set it up. Kind of get it over to Roby. Roby puts it up. And great defense by McMillan forces the miss. Roby comes down with the board. Puts it back up. And the shot is good. So Roby now in double digits with 10 points. So he's having a great day off the bench. Celtics trail by 3 now. As we near are at the 3-minute mark of the first half. And McMillan with the ball. And he's going to give a great feed into Johnson. Johnson now with 12 points. And we'll be right back after these substitutions. Alright, Bird back in the game after a short breather. Celtics inbound it, down by 5. And they'll get it over to Cowens. Cowens will put it up. And great defense by Rollins forces the miss. That's why they call him Tree Rollins. And Givens will come down with the board. Celtics back. Givens will put up a shot. And it's going to be blocked by Bird.
That basketball will never be the same!
Comes down with the board. And that's going to be stolen by Johnson. Celtics get back. Over to McMillan. McMillan will put up a shot. And that will be missed. Chris Ford comes down with the board. Celtics will set it up. Try to get over to Cowens, and he's going to be fouled by Rollins. Rollins picks up his third. So he'll go to the line and shoot two. Haas comes back in the game for Rollins, who takes a seat. So Cowens go to the line. His first free throws of the day, 78% free throw shooter. He'll make the first one. And he'll make both of those. And a lead now 3. And it'll be stolen by Roby. Atlanta gets back quickly. Celtics set it up. And they get it over to Roby. And that's going to be blocked by McMillan.
That Greek stuff in here.
And he'll come down with the board. Get it over to Givens. Givens will put up a shot, and that will be a miss. Johnson with the offensive board. Puts it up. And that's going to be blocked. Ooh, hold on. Let's see here. So its shot is 100. Home HRF is 1. So that makes it go in. But then here, the block right here. HRF is 4, which causes it to go in. But then down here, it's going to be a block. So the block takes precedent. I think down here it takes precedent over what's up top there. So that will be a block for Ford. Cowens comes down with the board. Celtics will set it up. 1 minute mark of the first half. Give it over to Ford. Ford will put it up, and his shot will not fall. And it'll be out of bounds off Atlanta, so it'll be Celtics ball. And it's going to be stolen by Givens. Celtics just get back quick enough. And he'll get it over to Eddie Johnson. Eddie Johnson will put up a shot. And that's going to be way off the mark. Oh, hold on, no. But the momentum will cause them to go in. Givens with the rebound. 45-40 Atlanta. Bird. You get it over to Bird. Bird puts up a shot. And that'll be good. Bird's been fairly quiet. Gets his 6th point there. Cuts the lead, Atlanta lead to 3. 12 seconds left. Indiana possibly trying to go for the last shot here. And they're going to give a feed. Hill's going to give a feed into Givens, who puts it up and in. Second assist for Hill. Givens now with 6 points. Celtics will go for the last shot here. And it's going to be a pass, so that is going to be... Actually, let's call a timeout. We can't call a timeout. So pass, and that is going to be the end. So at the end of the first half, it's Atlanta 47, Boston 42. In the actual game, it was 56-54 Atlanta. So Celtics just a couple points behind, 3 points behind that. So let's check out the halftime statistics here. So for Atlanta, Eddie Johnson leads with 14 points. He's the only Atlanta Hawk in double digits. And for the Celtics, Nate Tiny Archibald and Gerald Henderson off the bench, both with, I'm sorry, not Gerald, Rick Roby and Tiny Archibald, both with 10 points. Roby off the bench. Larry Bird with 6 points, 3 assists, 3 for 7 from the field. Atlanta 48% from the field, Celtics 38%. On the boards, let's see. So 21. Celtics out rebounding 25-21. Free throw line. Celtics shooting 70% and Atlanta 71%. So both teams struggling a bit. Not too bad, but a bit. And again, a 5-point lead as they both scored 21 points in the second quarter. So at halftime, 47-42 Atlanta. We'll be right back. Alrighty, here we have the start of the third quarter. Celtics down by 5, 47-42. Atlanta will inbound it. Teams with all their starters in for the most part. Celtics anyway, I think, except for Carr. Carr's in instead of Ford. Let's see. So we're going to go to... Atlanta tries to get it in. Once again, it's having difficulty. Still has difficulty, and already going to start with a fourth shot, so defense picks up where they left off for both teams, at least for the Celtics so far. And that is going to be a shot at the end of the 24-second clock, and that is going to be a miss, but he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
And that's going to go against Bird, his first. So Bird called for the foul. And he was in the active, in the active shooting. So Rollins go to the line to shoot 2. 1 for 2 from the line. First shot is good. Second shot makes both of them. 49-42 Atlanta. Get it over to Archibald, and Hill's going to be called for his second personal. Non-shooting foul. Celtics will inbound it. Give it over to Carr. Carr will put up a 2. And his shot will be... Oh, and Johnson will force the miss. And Roundfield back in the game here. Just spending some time on the bench after picking up 3 personal fouls. Will come down with the board. So Roundfield, Rollins, Drew, all with 3 personal fouls for the Atlanta Hawks. So they'll pass it over to Johnson.
Driving in.
Johnson will put up a shot, and that will be good.
Sick, wicked, and nasty.
So Atlanta now lead up to 9 now. Celtics inbound it. Over to Bird. Bird's going to have to get a little more active here. Celtics are going to have a shot here. And he will miss. But Maxwell will come down with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And in.
Oh, stick it.
So, Maxwell with the basket. First Celtics points of the second half. 7-point Atlanta lead. And they'll get it into Eddie Johnson. He's been their hottest player so far. 16 points in the first half. 14 points in the first half. 2 points in the second half. No, they can't get it. Yes, they can get it to him. And he will put up a shot. And that will be a miss. Bird just out of the reach of Bird from getting the rebound. Instead, Roundfield gets it. Puts it up. And he will miss the shot, but he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
And it's going to be against Maxwell, his second personal. He's in the active shooting, so Roundfield go to the line and shoot 2. 71% free throw shooter. Goes to the line his first time. Makes the first one. And misses the second one. But Rollins will come down with the board. And he will pass it over to Hill. And he will turn it over. Celtics ball. In the car. And it's going to be Roundfield call for his fourth personal. So Roundfield picks up a foul. So he's going to have to go to the bench. So Haas in the game for Roundfield as the Celtics inbound it. Second team foul for Atlanta. And we'll get over to Maxwell. Maxwell will put up a shot and just misses that one. As Haas comes down with the board. He will pass it. And that's going to be stolen by Cowens. Celtics will set it up. Get it over to Archibald. Archibald will put up the shot. And that will be good. Archibald now with 12 points to lead the Celtics. No assist on the play. So 6-point Atlanta lead. Give it over to Drew. Drew will put up a shot. And great defense by Bird forces the miss. He'll come down with the board. Fast break pass over to Tiny Archibald. Puts it up. And good. So Archibald continues his hot shooting with 14 points now. Cowens with the assist. Over to Haas. Haas will turn it over. So the Celtics the chance to close the gap even further here. Cannot get anybody open though. It's going to go over to Bird, and Bird's going to put up a desperation shot.
Reverse layup.
And that shot will be good. So Bird avoids the 24-second violation, nails the shot there, pulling the Celtics to within 2. And Atlanta will call a timeout. And we'll be right back. All right, we're back after the timeout. Atlanta inbounds it. Gets it over to Haas. Haas will put it up. And he will miss. But he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
And it's going to go against Maxwell. So Maxwell will draw the foul. So Haas will go to the line and shoot 2. 82% free throw shooter. His first shots of the day. Makes the first one. And he'll make both of them. 4-point Atlanta lead now. Celtics inbound it. Over to Cowens. Cowens puts up a shot. And Cowens' shot will be good.
He buries that shot.
Back to a 2-point Atlanta lead. Over to Drew. And Drew will turn it over. Celtics with a chance to tie the game here. Oh, and it's going to be stolen though by Lee just in the game. Celtics are back. Over to Drew. Drew will put up another shot. And that will be off the mark. Maxwell comes down with the board. Fast break pass over to Carr. Carr will be fouled on the play. And he'll be fouled by Drew. Picks up his 4th personal, so he'll have a seat. So Gibbons back in the game. So the Celtics with a chance to tie it here if Carr can make both free throws. He's missed his first 2 attempts. Makes his first one here. Oh, he misses that one. 1 of 2. But he does get his own board here. Puts it back up. And gets it and draws the foul. So ML Carr with a chance for the 3-point play as the Celtics take the lead. Oh, that wasn't missing foul. Oh man, that was not what I wanted to do. So let's undo that. See if I can undo this correctly. Okay. So we're going to make this good. There you go. So good. No, it wasn't missing a foul. That was right. Yes, that was, it was. Wait a second here. No. So he's going to miss. Wait a second here. So the shot is good. Yeah, the shot was good. Hold on here. Yeah, so it should be good in the foul. This was 57 originally to that 47. So it's going to be good in the foul. A chance for a three-point play there. So let's see who the foul is going to go against. So that's going to go against Chris. And then he'll take the assist. No assist in the play, so he'll go for the three-point play here. And he'll miss it anyway. And Chris will come down the rebound. So 55-54 Celtics as they take the lead. I want to make sure I got that right. So pass is going to be to Haas. No foul there. And Haas will give a great assist pass over to Tree Rollins and puts it up and in. Rollins with 7 points now. Haas with his third assist. Atlanta back in the lead, 56-55. And they'll get it over to Cowens. Cowens will put up the shot. And great defense by Rollins forces the miss. He'll come down with the board. Fast break pass over to Chris. Chris will put it up. And that will be a miss. Rollins comes down with the board though. Puts it back up. And great defense by Cowens forces the miss. Maxwell with the defensive board. Pass it. Let's see, it'll come back to him. And he will be fouled. More defensive high. So that's going to go against Rollins. So Rollins will come out of the game. Chris Ford also checks back in. So Maxwell 5 or 6 from the line will shoot 2. First one, nothing but net. Second one, good. So he's now 7 for 8 from the free throw line. Celtics giving the Celtics a 57-56 lead. Into Givens. Givens puts it up. And that's going to be blocked by Bird. So Bird with the block. Haas, though, comes down with the offensive board. Give over to Haas. Haas is going to put up a desperation shot. And his shot will be, oh no, Maxwell causes the miss. Defensive play. Lee with the offensive board. Gives a great feed over to Givens, who puts it up and in. Givens now with 8 points. Lee with his first assist. Gives Atlanta, the Hawks the lead once again. And that's going to be stolen by Haas. What a steal! And they'll get it over to Lee. But Lee will turn it over. So Celtics ball. Over to Maxwell. Maxwell is going to get fouled. And Haas will be called for the foul there. So Max will go to the line once again, 7 for 8. Misses the first one. And Ooh, misses the second one. So after going 7 for 8, misses the next two. Now 7 for 10. Haas down with the board. He will pass it over to... Oh, nobody open yet. Over to Chris. Chris will turn it over, though. We'll be right back after these substitutions. Alright, Roundfield back in the game. He will play it safe. Celtics will inbound it. Give it over to Roby. Roby will put it up. And that shot will be a miss, but he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
And it's going to be McMillan. Call for the foul. His third. 2, 3 throws. So Roby will go line and shoot 2. 2 for 4. Misses the first one. Gets the second one. 1 for 2. Ties the game at 58. And then I call a timeout with Celtics momentum there. So Atlanta inbounds it. Gets it over to McMillan. McMillan will put up a 2, and his shot will be good. McMillan now with 4 points. No assists. And Atlanta takes a 2-point lead. Over to Roby. And that's going to be a turnover.
Threw it away.
So Atlanta will get the ball. Over to Roundfield. Roundfield puts it up. And that's going to be blocked by Maxwell.
Don't bring that weak stuff in here.
Bird comes down with the board. Fight and ejection. I haven't seen this one. Used that not a long time. Determine the player from each team. If check fails, select the highest commit foul from the floor. Okay. So who has the ball? So Bird has the ball. So point guard. Okay, hold on here. Which one do you call first, though? Point guard or defender high. So neither one. Nobody has a 70, point guards anyway. Forward. Oh boy. So forward, Givens. And the highest one. Okay, find a J. Turn the player from each team. Check fails. Check foul. All right. See if I can reveal the rules. See, I don't think I'm able to bring it up for some reason. Every time I try to do this on this computer, it says something about my resolution. Let's see if it brings it. Oh, it looks like it's going to work though this time, so that's good. Not sure if you're going to be able to see the whole thing here, but I apologize if you can't. I'm going to try to get this play right to the best of my ability here. Alright, so this came out right. That's good. So I've never seen the fight plus ejection. See if I can find it here somewhere. And I think I am thinking about getting the cards and dice version of this, just so I can maybe solidify myself on the rules of the fouls and all that stuff, because I'm still a little bit rusty on that, I guess you could say. But do the best we can. Let's see here. Okay, where is the fight plus ejection? Close game factor. Oh, here we go. Determine a player from each team. On the X chart. Doesn't say anything. It says it there. Let me see if I can find this one more time here. I don't want to spend too much time away from this. Back deck, jump ball, pass 2. Okay, pass, assist, 3-point, steal. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to see anything in this. It's not very clear on this. It does say fight plus an ejection. Determine a player from each team. I see that on here. But it doesn't really go into depth on which one means what. So I'm just going to go with the best of my ability here. That's all you can do. So point guard. So I want to say this one right here is for the offense, or the top one, and I want to say the bottom one is for the defense. I mean, it's for the team on the bottom here. So point guard 70. No, he's not 70. So defensive high. So that is going to be, I'm going to call that one on Roby. So Rick Roby is called from the game. Okay. So we're going to bring in back in Cowens. Okay. And then a F16 or defensive high for these guys. So forward 16. So which would make sense because Givens would be covering Bird and maybe he did something to Bird and Roby took offense to it, so slugged him or something like that maybe, and they started fighting. So that makes the most sense. Why would Bird, if he had the ball, do it? So I'm going to go with forward 16 here for Givens, so he will be ejected from the game. Okay. Alright, so that's the best of our ability there. So shooting guard. And again, then the bench players for both teams, so not a huge deal. Although Givens did have 8 points and Roby has had 11 points, so that's kind of big for the Celtics. So small forward. We'll bring in Drew. And he's got one of these guys. Ah, boy. So round field, or I'm going to continue to play round field safe. You can't play, I don't think you can play both two guys safe. Or can you? Yeah, you can't. So I'm just going to go with the round field safe. I think he's more important. Drew doesn't have any points, so. Alright, so after that, ejection. First one I've seen like that. Atlanta with a 2-point lead. Celtics inbound it. It's going to be stolen by Eddie Johnson. Celtics back quickly. Power forward. It's going to go to... Oh, nobody open yet. Or 19, so guard 2. So it's going to go... No, nobody open there, so it's going to be another 4 shot. So guard 17. Nope. Forward 4. So that's going to go to Drew, who's going to put up a shot.
Here's a runner on the wing.
And that's going to be blocked by Bird, or defended by Bird. As Roundfield comes down the offensive board. And he's going to put up a shot. And his shot will be good. Roundfield gives the Atlanta Hawks a 4-point lead. Celtics inbound it. Over to Archibald. Archibald puts up a shot, and that'll be good. So Archibald continues his hot shooting. 16 points now. Pulls the game within 2. And now it's going to be stolen by Bird. Pass break pass over to Archibald. Archibald puts up the shot. And ooh, and that shot will not fall. No foul there. No foul draw because it's only for 3-pointers. So that's a miss. As Roundfield comes down with the board. Passes it over to, oh, that's going to be a commit foul on Bird. So Bird's going to pick up his second personal. Celtics now will be in the penalty the rest of the way. Atlanta inbounds it. Over to McMillan. McMillan will put up a shot. And that will not go. Collins comes down with the board. Celtics will set it up. Get it over to Bird. Bird's shot will be missed. McMillan with the board. And he'll pass it over to Hill. He'll put up a shot. And that shot will be no good, but he will draw the foul.
Draws the foul.
68, defender high, so that's going to go against Archibald. So Archibald with his first personal. He'll go to the line to shoot 2. He's 1 for 1 so far. Makes the first one. And he nails both of them. 4-point Atlanta lead. Celtics get it into Cowens. Cowens will put up a shot from the floor. And McMillan will force the miss. And we'll be right back after these substitutions. It'll be Celtics ball. Alright, and we're back. Celtics inbound it. Over to Archibald. Archibald will shoot it, and that will be a miss. Roundfield with the board. Oops, we gotta play it safe. Fast break pass over to Lee, back in the game. Puts it up. And that will not go. Maxwell with the board. Bird is on the bench right now. And Elkhart, small forward. Charles Henderson at shooting guard. Celtics pass it over to Carr. And that, he's not playing safe. It's this guy playing safe. So that is a foul on Johnson. Second personal. So Carr will go to the line and shoot 2. He's only 1 for 5 from the charity stripe so far today. That one's nothing but net. And makes both of these this time. Every point big now. So Atlanta with a 2-point lead. And the ball. And they'll get it over to Johnson. Johnson leads the Hawks with 16 points. Puts it up. And that shot won't fall. Maxwell comes down with the board. Oh, and Gerald Henderson. No injury on him. So he'll come back in the game. So Celtics inbound it. Up by 2. Down by 2. And they'll get it over to Cowens. Cowens will put it up. And his shot will be good. So it'll tie the game. 64-64 with 2 minutes 12 seconds remaining in third quarter. Celtics have tied it up. And they'll get it over to Drew. Drew playing with 4 personal fouls. He'll get fouled. Center 12. And it's going to go against Cowens, his 3rd personal. So Drew will go to the line to shoot 2. 76% free throw shooter. His first shots gives Atlanta the lead. And misses the second one. This card comes down with the board. So 1 of 2 from the line. Gives Atlanta 65-64 lead. Celtics come down with it though. Pass it over to Celtics with a chance to take the lead here. Over to Henderson. Henderson will put it up, and that will be a miss. But Maxwell will come down with the board. And he will get fouled. So that is going to go against Round. You know he's playing safe. Doesn't say anything about safe here, so it's going to go against him. So Roundfield's going to have to come out now with 5. All right, Maxwell will go to the line and shoot 2, 7 for 10 from the free throw line. Been really busy there at the free throw line. Makes the first one no problem. Ties the game. And cannot make the second one to give the Celtics the lead. But he does come down with the board. And he's going to put one back up, and he'll be fouled again. So he'll go to the line, I think, once again. 46. Defender high. So I'm going to go with this one. That's how I call it. 68. So, shoot 2 fouls. So, tie game now. Maxwell 8 for 12. Makes the first one, give the Celtics the first lead in a long time. Misses the second one, though. So, 9 for 15. Kind of a mixed bag. Started off well, but 7 for 8, but has since struggled. As Drew comes down with the board, Celtics with a 1-point lead. Get it over to Eddie Johnson, their hottest shooter. Puts it up. And that's a miss. As Lee comes down with the board. Puts it up.
Here's a runner on the wing.
And that will not fall. Will come down with his own board though. And he will pass it. Over to McMillan. Puts it up. And that's going to be stolen by Cowan. Well, not stolen. Rebound though. It's going to go to... Nope, not enough. It's going to go to Eddie Johnson. Puts it up. And Chris Ford, great defense there. Lee, though, comes down with the board. Puts it up. And he'll miss that one. But Johnson comes out the way. I'm trying to get Drew to be safe, but it's not letting me. So that's going to be a shoot of 2 now. And that shot will be good. Now I can do it. There we go. Alright, so Atlanta back on top, 67-66. Very tight game. And they'll get it over to Cowens, and McMillan's going to be called for the foul, his 4th personal. So Cowens will go to the line and shoot 2. 1 minute left in the 3rd quarter. Both teams in the penalty. So Cowens 2 for 2. Misses the first one. Ouch. And makes the second one. Whew. So game tied at 67. Hawks inbound it. Over to McMillan. McMillan puts it up. And great defense by Cowens forces the miss. It's going to be out of bounds Celtics ball. And They get it over to Cowens. Cowens puts it up. He misses it. But Maxwell comes down with the board. And he will pass it over to Cowens. Cowens will put it up. And his shot will be good. Celtics with a 69-67 lead. No assist on the play. Hawks going for it here. Trying to get the last shot.
Line drive jumper.
And Johnson puts it up to tie the game. Still some time left on the clock, though, as Miller gets an assist. Johnson with 20 points now to lead all scorers. Celtics inbound it. They'll get it over to Cowens. Cowens with a great assist feed. Into Maxwell, who now has 13 points to give the Celtics the lead. And that's going to be the end of the third quarter. So the Celtics storm back and take a 71-69 lead. They had an 83-81 lead, so they did have a 2-point lead. This is a much slower scoring game, but they have a 2-point lead just like they did in the actual game at the end of the third quarter. And we'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Alrighty, here we are at the start of the fourth quarter. Celtics up by 2 and the ball. We'll get it over to Cowens. Cowens with another great feed. Into Archibald. Archibald 18 points now to lead the Celtics. Cowens with his third assist. Celtics with a 4-point lead now. Give it over to Drew, and Henderson's going to be called for the foul. His second foul. First team foul. And they're going to get it over to still nobody open. A lot of these numbers are low too, the go-to numbers. So that's probably why a lot of times there's a lot of forced shots too. Gets it over to Drew. And Drew is going to get... Oh, no, it's going to be a forced shot here. The 1-40 is a forced shot. So that'll be a forced shot there. Misses that one. Haas comes down with the rebound. And he will turn it over. So Celtics ball and a 4-point lead. In the Cowens. Cowens will turn it over. So Atlanta ball. Over to Chris. Chris with a great assist pass into Amon Hill. Hill with now 9 points. Chris with his third assist. 2-point Celtics lead in the ball. Oh, and that's going to be a turnover by Maxwell. So Atlanta with a chance to tie the game here. And another forced shot here. Drew with the forced shot. And that won't go. Maxwell with the assist, with the board. And he'll pass it over to Cowens. Cowens will put up the shot, and that shot will be good. Celtics lead back up to 4, 75-71. Board or guard 11. So it's going to be Henderson. So Henderson with the assist there. Indiana will, Hawks will inbound it. And that's going to be a foul on Cowens, his 4th personal. Second team foul. Still having trouble getting it in. And they can't get into anybody. Center, far forward, so that's going to be a turnover. So neither one of these is Numbers are too low, so it's going to be a turnover. So 24-second violation. Hawks unable to get the shot off. Celtics ball. And I'll get it over to Henderson. Henderson will turn it over, though.
A turnover.
And I'll get over to Drew. Drew will turn it over. A lot of turnovers now. Team's battling for the ball. And no steal there. I'll get it over to Tarny Archibald. Put up the shot. And it's in and out. Misses that one. Rollins with the board. Fast break pass over to Hill. Hill will put up the shot, and his shot will be... Oh, and Cowens will force the miss. So clutch, good defense by Cowens forces the miss by Hill. And he'll come down with the ball. And he'll get it. And put up the shot.
He goes straight to the glass.
And that'll be a miss by Rollins. Comes down with the board. Fast break pass over to Hill. And he's going to give a great assist pass to Haas, who puts it in. So Haas gets his. He's in double digits now with 10 points. Hill with his third assist. Now just 2-point Celtics lead in the ball. Over to Cowens. Cowens puts it up. And that will miss. Rollins with the board. Fast break pass over to Drew. They can tie it here. Puts up the shot. And that shot will be good and tie the game at 75. Chris with the assist. So Drew with just his third point of the game, ties the game at 75. Celtics inbound it. Give it over to Bird, who's been fairly quiet in the second half. He will go for a three here, and that will miss. Drew comes down with the board. Celtics back quickly, and it's going to be Cowens who will pick up his fifth personal. Ouch. So Cowens in foul trouble now, as Roby has already been ejected from the game for fighting, so he will be forced to play it safe. Ooh. Celtics not with a lot of options at center, as they pick up their third team foul. Atlanta yet to pick up a foul here in the fourth quarter. Could prove big. Let's see here. Power forward. It's going to be a steal by Maxwell, though. So a big steal for Maxwell. Celtics will set it up. Maxwell with it. Takes the shot. Oh, and Hill's going to force the miss here.
What great defense.
But Bird comes down with the board. Puts it back up. In and out. Misses. Or it'll go out of bounds off the Hawks, so it'll be a Celtic ball. 75-75. 7 minutes, 12 seconds left in the game, and that's going to be a foul on Hill. He picks up his third. First team foul. Celtics will inbound it. Get it over to Bird. Bird puts it up, and just Drew almost gets a piece of it, but Bird is able to get the points. Now Bird with double digits with 10. Maxwell picks up his second assist. Celtics with a 2-point lead. Hawks push it up. Drew puts it up.
Line drive jumper.
And that's a miss. And let's see, he's got a higher offensive, so it's going to go to Henderson with the board. And he'll pass it over to Maxwell. He'll turn it over.
Turnover.
He'll land the ball. Over to Drew. Drew puts it up. And shot will be good. Ties the game at 77. Assist to Haas. Celtics inbound as we near the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. And Archibald will turn it over. So the Hawks with a chance to take the lead. And that's going to be stolen by Bird, though. Bird with the steal. Fast break pass over to Archibald. Archibald puts it up. And that shot will be good. So Archibald now with 20 points. And we'll be right back after these substitutions. Alrighty, so a lot of people with foul trouble in the game now. Brownfield and Cowens. Bird on the bench. No, Bird in there for the moment. So Atlanta inbounds it, down by 2. Over to Roundfield. Roundfield puts it up. And that is going to be blocked by Bird. He'll come down with the board. Set it up. Get it over to Carr. And Carr will turn it over. Ouch. So a lot of turnovers late in the game. A lot of sloppy play by both teams. Hawks inbound it. Over to Roundfield. Roundfield will shoot a 2. And that will be off the mark. Bird comes down with the board. And he will pass it to Cowens. Puts it up, and that will be off the mark. Rollins, great defense there. On Hill with the board. Fast break pass over to Lee. Turns it over. Celtics ball up by 2. 5 minutes left. They'll give it over to Ford now. Ooh, 3-point land, and that's going to be stolen by Rollins.
And he made the steal!
No fast break there. Into Roundfield. Roundfield puts up the shot. And that's no good. Bird comes down with the board. On Ron Lee. 8 and 8. So what happens with a tie? Wrong card. So that's an 8 and he's an 8. So what do we do here? So I'm going to go with the no injury just because it's 8 and 8. Is greater than or equal to. Okay, greater than or equal to. Okay, so greater than or equal to, so it's no injury. Alright, so he's back in. And alright, so even though they've gone over their minutes a little bit, this is crunch time, so. Alright, there we go. We'll let these guys stay in too, even though they've gone over their minutes. Some of them. Well, not really, but we'll take a lead. We'll put in Givens. Oh, Givens can't come in. Oh, that's right, he's out. Okay, so I guess we can go with Haas. Oh, he's got a 2 there. I guess we'll just let it. Lee doesn't have any points though, so I'm going to give him a shot. We'll put in Drew. Alright, Drew's in the small forward. Okay, that's better. Alrighty. So let's play it safe. Oops. There we go. Okay. Alright, Celtics inbound it, up by 2. Over to Archibald, just back in. And he's going to give a great feed into Ford, who puts it up and in. So Celtics extend their lead now to 4 points. 4 minutes 37. It's still a lot of time left. A lot of foul trouble for both teams. Over to Eddie Johnson, 20 points. Tied with Archibald for the leading scorer. Puts it up.
For the jump shot.
And that shot will be good.
Can you believe that?
No assists. So 2-point Celtics lead in the ball. Get it over to Archibald. Archibald puts it up. Shot way off the mark. Hill comes down with the board. He'll pass it over to Roundfield. Roundfield get fouled on the play. Card 46 for defensive high. So that's going to be Maxwell. Picks up his 4th personal. So Roundfield go to the line and shoot 2. 1 for 2 so far. Makes the first one. And makes both of them. Tie the game at 81. Celtics inbound it. Get it over to Maxwell. Puts up the shot, and the shot will be good. Maxwell puts the Celtics back on top. No assist. Going down to the wire here. Over to Eddie Johnson. Eddie Johnson puts it up. He'll miss it. But Rollins will come down with the board. And he'll get fouled. Oh, and Dave Cowens is going to foul out of the game. You know, it says safe. Does not say anything about safe here. And Cowens will be done. Ooh, Celtics in trouble now. Roby and Cowens both up. We're going to have to put Bird at center. He's the tallest guy. Yeah, Bird's going to have to go at center. Maxwell power forward. Judkins in at small forward. Oh boy. We're going to put an Emil Carr at shooting guard. Boy. Okay. Alright, so Rollins go to the line and shoot 2. 3 for 4 so far. Misses the first one. And he gets the second one. So 1 out of 2. So Boston with a 1-point lead. Celtics will inbound it and get it over to Carr. Carr puts up a shot. That's a miss. Roundfield with the board. Chance for Atlanta to take the lead. Puts up a shot. And that is going to be good. And he will draw the foul. Ouch. Assist center 1. So where's the assist? Alright. So Rollins will get an assist. So let's go forward too. So it's going to be Judkins with the foul. He will get the assist. So we'll get 2 to make 1. 3 for 4. Makes the first one, so that's good. So Atlanta with a 2-point lead now. He completes a 3-point play. Celtics ball. Into Judkins. Judkins puts up a shot. That's a miss. But Archibald comes down with the offensive board. Puts it back up. And his shot will be good.
ticket.
Ties the game at 85. See if we want any substitutions. We'll show the substitutions now at the end of the game here. So, oh boy. Guess we'll just leave it like this. Alright. Boy. Alright, so game tied at 85. Atlanta ball. Going to get into Drew. Drew puts it up. Oh, and Judkins almost is able to deflect it. I mean, is able to force the miss, but not quite. So the shot will be... Oh, no, wait. No, it will be good. Yep, because the momentum is... Let's just Celtics had momentum on that one. There's no assist on the play, so Celtics will call a timeout here. Kill that momentum. Down by 2. 2 minutes, 36 seconds left in the game. They get it over to Judkins. And that's going to be a foul on Roundfield. So Roundfield, I think that's still, it had nothing to do with safe. It would have said safe, I would have definitely, because I forgot to put him back in. But it doesn't say anything about safe, so he will foul out. Oh boy, so who will come in now for Roundfield? Hawes? I think he's got a... Well, we could do McMillan. McMillan still has a minute or so to give, so... Alright. I think that's the best Celtics can do here. They have to put Judkins at small forward because, well, actually they could put him. Then they get nobody at power forward. They could put Emil Carr at power forward, and they could put Chris Ford at small forward. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with that. Let's try that. Because Chris Ford is the better defender, I think. So let's go with that. So Celtics inbound it, down by 2. They'll get it over to Archibald. Oh, and that's going to be a turnover.
Threw it away.
So Celtics with a big turnover there as we hit the 2-minute mark. And guard, they'll get it over to Johnson. Oh, and it's going to be a foul on Ford, though. So Johnson will go to the line to shoot 2 for 2. Makes the first one. All these big now, and makes both of them. So Celtics now down by 4. Ah, boy. Celtics will inbound it. Get it over to Archibald. And Archibald with a great feed over to Bird, who puts it up and in. Bird with his first points at center. Makes it a 2-point game. He'll inbound it. Oh, and Bird's going to get called for a foul. So Armand Hill will 3 for 3 from the line. Will go to the line. Makes the first one. And makes both of those. So back to a 4-point game. Time precious now. They get it over to Bird. And Bird is going to get fouled. And he'll get fouled by McMillan. Fifth personal. So he'll have to play it safe. So Bird will go to the line to shoot 2. Bird with his first free throws of the day, 84%. Makes the first one. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? 84 and he gets 97. Unbelievable. Let's see, they got to get the rebound here. Defensive point guard, 15. Ah, Armand Hill is just going to get it. Otherwise, it would have been the Celtics by 1 point. 2 points, actually. Ah, so that's a huge rebound there. Celtics down by 3. They'll get it over to 1 minute left now in the game. Oh, and they're passing around. This is going to hurt the Celtics here. Time goes down. Nope. Nope. Oh, this time going down is killing us. Oh, it didn't go down there. Good. So center. Nope. Guard 7. Yeah, so Eddie Johnson's going to take a desperation shot here. They need to miss this one.
The jumper on the baseline.
And they do miss it. But he draws the foul.
Draws the foul.
And it's going to go against, no, it's point guard, so it's going to go against Chris Ford. So we'll go to line and shoot 2, 83, 4 for 4. First one good, come on, miss. Makes both of those, so, oh man, now a 5-point lead. Alright, Celtics inbound it, get it over to Ford. Oh, come on. Doesn't get blocked. No block, the defender is safe. Doesn't get blocked anyway, but he misses the shot. Rollins comes down with it, and they got to intentionally foul. So 4:30, so it's going to go against Carr. Johnson, how does Johnson get it? Tree Rollins should have had it. Oh, well. Johnson 6 for 6 makes the first one, and that's going to seal the deal. So the Celtics look like they're going to fall again to the lowly Atlanta Hawks. Well, actually, they're not that lowly, I guess. They were 13-10 coming to this game. 13-9. Boy. Celtics inbound it. Oh, you kidding me? And they turn it over. The Celtics sloppy play at the end of the game. It's going to cost them dearly. McMillan's going to get it. Puts up a shot. And it's good. That is the nail in the coffin there. And that is going to be it. They inbound it. And that will be it as the Celtics fall to the Atlanta Hawks once again. Ouch. 97-88 after they had taken a lead late in the third. And Atlanta 28-17 in that fourth quarter. Ouch. That loss hurts there. Celtics got nothing to blame but themselves for that one. Okay, let's check out the box score here. So crushing defeat there as Eddie Johnson leads all scorers at 28 points for the Hawks. He was the man pretty much. Dan Ronfield was the next highest scorer with just 12 points. Armand Hill 11. Haas with 10. For the Celtics, Nate Tarney Archibald 22 points. Maxwell and Cowens both with 15 points. Larry Bird with 13 points. 8 at 6 of 14 from the floor. 0 for 2 from three-point land. 1 for 2 from free throw land. 14 rebounds. Now did have a double-double, as did Maxwell had a double-double. But losing Roby was a huge thing, as he had 11 points at the time when he got ejected for fighting. Gerald Henderson, he had 11 points. Henderson and Judkins were duds off the bench. No points for them. So the bench definitely the difference in the game too, as Atlanta's bench outscored the Celtics bench by 31 to 18, so by 13 points. And that's the difference in the game there. So the Celtics fall. So let's save our stats here. So the Celtics were 15-4 and are now 11-8. So they're now 4 games behind their pace. Let's see where they're going to play next. And we'll take a look at the rest of the stats. So the Celtics ended up shooting. Both teams shot 42% from the floor. Celtics only 62% though from the free throw line, so that killed them also. Whereas Atlanta improved in the second half to 83%. They were both around 70%. Hold on here. We'll finish this up and be right back. All right. So they're going to be playing the Denver Nuggets next, which are not a very good team. So hopefully they can get back on pace there. And just making sure, I'm pretty sure they did beat the Denver Nuggets. Yes, they did, quite handily by 22 points. So hopefully we can get a victory here. Celtics glad to be out of Atlanta, as that was a tough loss there. Let's take a look at some other stats here. Out-rebounded 52-46 the Celtics were. Turnovers, 21 turnovers for the Celtics, 16 for Atlanta. Atlanta had steals of 10 to Boston 7. Celtics did have 6 blocked shots. Atlanta only had 2. But personal fouls killed both teams, but especially the Celtics in the end, as losing Cowens and having Roby ejected were huge things, as they lost both their centers, forcing Bird to play center. So that's it. So thank you for joining me. It's been Eric from Higher Ground Gaming. The Larry Bird career replay. Game number 19. We'll be back with game number 20 against the Denver Nuggets next. So take care, God bless, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye now.